This is the mayor of Blacktown. Today is Wednesday, July 17, 2013. And of course, I'm making a video. Yep. After I have not made any videos in a long time because of several reasons. Basically, my days of making videos that expose and oppose the feminist conspiracy and show black men and black women that we're in the age of gender politics, sexual orientation politics, alternative lifestyle politics, and that black men are in a gender war and have been in a gender war against the feminists, and that black men should be alarmed. Well, the revelation on Saturday, July 13th, that George Zimmerman was not guilty of anything in the literal assassination of Trayvon Martin has now sobered you all up. After you all wouldn't listen to me like you should have, you all wanted to fiddle while Rome burned. Yep. You didn't have a sense of alarm about how bad things are in the black community. You had no sense of alarm. And that's for a lot of different reasons. But the point is, for the last few days, since Saturday, since that revelation, now all of a sudden the black community is alarmed. Yep. Now all of a sudden there are proposed rallies to be held to evoke the federal government to step in and conduct an investigation. And of course, listening to the black community, I hear a lot of things, and I hear what's wrong with us. And on the most extreme end, I hear people say, they're talking about reminding black children how they should talk to authority figures. George Zimmerman was a goddamn fool, and he was not an authority, none whatsoever. And of course, my conviction and my contention is that he wasn't wearing a security guard uniform. I said this on a talk radio show, and the next day somebody said the exact same thing, that George Zimmerman didn't have. He wasn't. George Zimmerman had no authority over Trayvon Martin, and the dialogue should not have been basically what happened. Trayvon Martin was assassinated. He was killed by a white racist. Yeah. And of course, the black community wants to split hairs and for no reason. Okay? Open and shut case is what this is supposed to be called. And of course, we know George Zimmerman called 911 and he was told to stand down and which means don't do anything. Stay in your car. He got out of his car and picked a fight with Trayvon and killed him. Period. For no reason. Trayvon had a reason to be there. And my point is that if George Zimmerman had a security guard outfit, uniform, he would have been justified. And of course, he had if he were authorized to patrol that property. And of course, this is a federal, this should raise awareness with the federal government as to the so-called stand your ground law and a lot of other laws. People cannot go out and stalk other people under the guise that they're patrolling their community, because they become the very villain that they claim they're looking for. You can't go and start driving around staring at people. That's oxymoronic. And it reminds me of Barney Fife with Sheriff Taylor. Yeah. If you're going to be a security guard, be a security guard. Don't stand around and stalk people and gawk at people. Stalk and stare. That is stupid. It is stupid. And like I have said before, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, because you become the very person that you claim you're looking for. that's prowling. You think you're patrolling your community, but there's no difference between the person who's patrolling and the person who they claim they're looking for who's prowling. Think about that. The person patrolling versus the person prowling. Trayvon Martin was not prowling. And of course, the emphasis became, he was walking around with a hoodie on. If George Zimmerman were a security guard with a walkie-talkie and a patrol car, he could easily have told Trayvon or anybody else that he is patrolling the property, period. And then he has a legal obligation. He has a legal right to assert his authority. You cannot randomly and arbitrarily walk up to people and assert some authority over them. And no, you cannot do that. That is indeed a violation of civil rights. And that is where the debate is as we speak. And of course, yesterday, July 16th, Eric Holder gave a speech about that and said that he would commence and initiate an investigation. And of course, this stimulates dialogue and discussion. And of course, the black community needs to now start dialoguing and discussing what I have been making hundreds of videos about all along. What is it that leads up to people being able to think that they can get away with doing what Zimmerman did to Trayvon, and the white man who killed the black boy at the gas station because he and his friends were supposedly, allegedly playing loud music. Notice a pattern? Notice a pattern? So the point is, yes, these are racist incidents, but we have problems in the black community because we don't have a black town. So everyone sees us as prey. Think about it. Look at all the foreign merchants in the black community because why? We don't have black towns. And why don't we have black towns after I've made hundreds of videos exposing one of the reasons? While I have a website called blacktown.net, I should have thousands of black men pledging their allegiance to me. Yeah, but you want to fiddle while Rome burns, black man. Well, now you know what war is. Yep. So I'm just making this video just to tell you I told you so, and to say it's on. As the young people say, it's on. No doubt about it, because a powerful precedent has been set. Because now everybody's going to think that they can shoot black boys and get away with it. And this case is letting people know that when they do shoot black boys, how to build their case, how to protect themselves. Because, see, now, black man, you're being mocked. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is part of the Pharaoh conspiracy to stop the rise of the black males, and they seem like they're getting away with it. See, when Pharaoh decrees and declares that he wants to kill the male slaves, that's supposed to bring about the black Messiah. Yeah. And this is supposed to set the slaves, the once slaves, along the course began moving towards the promised land, the proverbial promised land. So there are a lot of lessons to be learned in this. Lot of lessons. And let me mention that it's also no coincidence that Trayvon was born. He was born. I said Trayvon Martin was born in February, which is Black History Month. He was killed in February, Black History Month. He was born in 1995. What was the big epic event in 1995? October 16th, 1995 in Washington, D.C., the Million Man March. Strange coincidence, don't you think? And of course, he was born on February 26th. Yeah, February 26th, the day of the birth of the Savior and the founder of the Nation of Islam. A lot of strange coincidences, don't you all think? But I don't need to get any further into the numerology. Look at the reality of it. He was assassinated First-degree murder. Yeah, George Zimmerman plotted it. But what are you going to do about it, black man? What I've been hearing in the media is we got to that black people need to talk to black children about how to talk to white people, as if Trayvon did something to bring this on himself. Well, you know, I'm not going to bemoan this anymore. I've already made hundreds of videos over the years. I've had 7 YouTube channels deleted over mysterious circumstances, and among them, racism. Yeah, mysterious reasons. Among the reasons, racism. Why? Because there's a conspiracy to keep black men from rising. But like I often say, some of the things white people do to us, white people do to themselves. Yeah. But it's just that white people don't tolerate their own madness. And that's why white men go to war with other white men. So stay tuned, because it's on, as the young people say. This is not going away. The federal government has become involved, and of course some laws are going to change. And of course, like I said, as a citizen, one of the laws that has to change is there can be no more neighborhood watch. If you're going to be a neighbor, if you want to watch your neighborhood, you stay in your house or you sit on your porch. You cannot stare at people and stalk people and prowl people. You cannot do that. You cannot become the very person or the very creature that you claim that you're out. You know, if you are that paranoid, then go live in a castle. Go live in a castle. Go live in a castle, because you can't stop people from walking around. You just cannot do that. Go live on Mars. Yeah, there's nothing you can do but go live on Mars or live in a castle and live behind a moat. Yeah, a moat is that trench that surrounds a castle. Yeah, that's how white people lived in Europe. Yeah, before black people taught them that the earth wasn't flat, and that and how to get to America, how to sail the high seas. Yeah. Black people, we've never had these kind of problems. Even in Africa, with all of those animals. Yeah, we were the real Tarzan. We were one with nature. We knew how to live in harmony with nature. So a lot of hell is breaking loose. And of course, the purpose of this video is just to remind everyone that we're in the information age, and that it's time to put together all of the accumulation of our lessons that we've learned. All right, you know, we don't need to be giving up opinions about anything. We need to be offering our lessons, our anecdotal lessons and stories as they've accumulated over hundreds and thousands of years. Yeah, it's time for the men's movement. Trayvon Martin was trying to bond with his father, just like I've said on numerous talk shows when I called in to offer my commentary, because this is very simple. It's very simple. Yeah. Black men have a public relations problem as far as this gangster rapper sagging pants insanity, which is what led to Zimmerman being found not guilty, because the image of black men and boys needs to be improved. You all thought the election of President Obama alone was enough to improve the image of black men. No, because this has been this not guilty verdict on Saturday, July 13th has been just epic, absolutely epic and sobering. Everyone it's even led to riots out in Los Angeles, where small groups of teens, have taken to the streets. This is the mayor of Blacktown, all the strong black men. Let me hear you say it again. Amen.